Welcome back, everybody, to Monday's Light Codes messages. During today's light codes, I didn't have a lot of visions. Today, the light code stayed within the heart space, and I only had two visions. And the first vision was of a masculine and a feminine, with wings outspread, very much like Isis kind of thing with wings. They were facing each other, and so their wings were touching. So where their wings touched, they formed a diamond shape in the vision. It formed a diamond shape. So the wings were up and down. And there was a communion. It was quite emotional when I talk about it now even. They were communing with each other. And the feminine, she spoke first and brought through some light codes and sounds, Christ consciousness sounds. And then the masculine began to speak, and he followed kind of the same thing. He brought through a message in the light language, and then he brought through some keys and codes and sacred sounds of Christ consciousness. And it stayed within this, in the heart space, all the way through, expanding out to the great heart. And the only other vision that I had as it was moving through was of a white dove with its wings outspread, as if it was flying, and its wings were out and up. And I didn't have any more visions. Now we're in the month of November, heading towards 11/11. I always see November as this is where the individuals are facing each other, or you are seeing the mirror aspect of yourself, because it is one and one. And so this for me is very much about that vision of the angels or the higher selves, masculine, feminine, higher selves, spiritual selves, facing each other, communing with each other, giving advice and words of wisdom to each other. And this is what I feel that the month of November in general is about. And also, it is a month where we face the opposite side of ourselves, be that ourself or be that our twin flame, divine counterpart, soulmate, whatever, the one that is the reflection. So very much a very powerful healing month. The frequency that I would work with if I were giving you some advice would be to work with the color green. Green is a color of the heart, but it is also the color of abundance, a color of healing, and it is a color that if you don't know what else to do, like kind of thing, there's a little saying when I did my color therapy studies way back in the 90s, and that was, when in doubt, always use green. So it's a color of balance and harmony, and this is the color that we want, or the frequency and the quality that we want to achieve during this month of November. We want to achieve balance and harmony as we face ourselves and we face our deepest fears, or we face our divine counterparts and the exact mirror of ourselves. We need balance and harmony, and we need the energy of the dove, the Christ consciousness, coming back to Christ consciousness, coming back to peace, choosing peace, and moving forward in that way. Now, it is a very powerful healing month. 11 frequencies are always very sensitive, okay? So you may be sensitive this month. And tomorrow we have the full moon, and I think we also have a lunar eclipse. So there are very sensitive energies around right now, and the whole month. So recognizing that this is a month of growth and healing, a month of growth of healing, and really work with that, work with it. The first card that came forward today is card number 44. So number 44, I always attribute to the Ascended Master or the ancient Egyptian god Thoth, and it's to do with higher mind and higher heart. So double heart energy here. And it says, grieve your losses. So if there is something that you feel you are losing, there is a part of your life that is changing, know that she's looking through the window, okay? I always see that windows are like portals to the soul. So she's looking through to the soul. Grieve your losses. That's okay, because where there is grief, it means there is great love. And remember that what is truly meant to be for the good of our soul and for us, we can never lose. So if it belongs to our soul, we can never lose it. So it's okay, grieve your losses, because there is greater love and greater harmony and greater opportunity that will be offered to you. This is a very high message for double four, higher heart, higher mind, universal mind kind of message coming through for you from the universal mind. And the second card today in the sacral chakra, so that's in the base chakra. That's saying that's the beginning of the ladder. That's the first thing to take note of this month. And this month of 11, and today in particular, 7th of November, was my mother's birthday. So happy birthday to my mother in heaven. I feel her love around me and the messages that she is sending to me. So beautiful day today. The second card in the sacral, memories of your history or your childhood, issues regarding children possibly, or, not necessarily issues. Why do we have to have issues? And just things regarding children, and romanticizing the past. This kind of goes with the first one, grieve your losses. This is like, look back into, it's okay to romanticize the past. Whatever was good is good, but remember that today is the most important thing. And today is the day that, today and every day, when it is today, this present moment is the day that foresees our future. So everything that we do and choose and today is what is guiding our future forward. So make it a good day, make it a joyous, happy day, and do something good. And even if it's only for 5 minutes, think about what, if you do something wonderful, then you're creating a wonderful future. So 6 of water, which is very much an emotional energy. It's very much to do with love. So stay in that space of love. Think of loving things. Think of the beautiful things that happened in your childhood or anywhere in your life. Remember the love. Remember the love. That's what this message is all about. Remember the love, because this is in the creation chakra here, in the sacral chakra. It's a creative chakra. What we do with this, if we go too far into that grief, then we create more grief. So this is asking you to think of the love, think of the great love from what came from whatever it is that you are grieving at the moment. Think of the love, think of the love, think of the love. Come back to that space of love, because that is what is creating your future. More love, and more love if you stay in that space and keep your awareness around that. And in the solar plexus today, we have the dog. Now, this is about being loyal and true to yourself. So whatever it is that you are having to let go of, whatever it is you are having to grieve, the most important thing is that you are loyal. You stay loyal to yourself and be your own best friend. This will help to bring you into your personal power and help to lead you forward, so that when your future is coming forward, it's coming forward because you have been loyal to yourself. So remember that, loyalty to yourself. Be your own best friend. And in the heart today is card number 5, which is to do with change. And it says win or lose. you can kind of see the theme coming up through the cards here today. We need to make light of it. Win or lose. And here we have the sword of truth. So again, it is saying, be true to your own self. Be true to thyself, to your own heart. True, not what you want to conjure up is going to be best for you, but be true to yourself. Win or lose, be true to yourself. Embrace the changes that are coming forward. Embrace them. In the throat chakra, we have the 5 of Pentacles, which is a little bit gloomy. But this, again, it's saying, remember, whatever, no matter what hardships, what grieving, what losses, what suffering you may be going through, this is a spiritual walk, the white snow here. You might feel like you're out in the cold, but remember this beautiful essence of the spirit that is shining above you. You know, the stained glass windows in the church windows. There is always the spiritual essence behind us. There is a spiritual reason for everything that we are going through. Remember that when you are walking the hard walk, and bring yourself back to working with mantras or affirmations, something positive, and keep yourself focused to the divine. So whether it be whatever mantras and things you work with, remind yourself throughout the day of the divine. So a simple mantra that you can use, it's popping into my head now, and this is from the lineage that I come from, and that the divine gives me to pass on to you. And this mantra is an easy one to remember, and it is simply Ilaha. Excuse me. Sorry, brief stopover. So on your journey, you can take some briefs anytime you like, but remember that the essence of the divine is always there. Okay, I was going to give you a mantra. This mantra is Ilaha, Ilaha. You can go Ilaha, Ilaha, Ilah. So Ilah is God, the essence or a name of God, one of the names of God that gives us this God essence, quality, and heart means great, so great God. The great God I am, or this is really acknowledging your God self, your ascended self, your higher self, your monadic self. Ilaha, Ilaha, Ilah. So through all of your walk throughout the day, bring yourself back to recognizing the divine in everything. Ilaha, Ilaha, Ilah, Ilaha, Ilaha, Ilah. Ilaha, Ilaha, Ilah, and allow it to really move through your emotional self. Become connected to the emotion of it, because this is where the true growth comes, and how we rise up closer and closer to the divine and closer to the higher aspect of ourselves. Ilaha, Ilaha, Ilah. This is about being true to yourself. This is in the throat. So this is the theme today. Be true to yourself. November, we are on a healing journey. Look, he's even got 2 sticks like number 11. So we're on a very powerful healing journey for the month of November. Ilaha, Ilaha, Ilah. Remember the support of the divine for you all the way through. This is in the throat. Truth. Stay true to your spiritual path. Ilaha, Ilaha, Ilah. You are always looked after by the divine. And in the brow chakra today, we have card number 12. So card number 12, you know, we've gone 11, now we've come into 12. 12 is, not that that was an 11 card, but we're in the 11th month. We're coming up to 12, 12 bringing forward the enlightening energies. And here we have surrender. Anubis, this is the shaman and the enlightened heart. So the shaman is the healer. We see this is this healing energy that we are working toward or working with in the month of November. Anubis is it's actually starting to peek out of his cocoon here. And so the enlightenment is coming, the awakening, the fruits of the labors are all here in the tree of life. And He's the Lord of the underworld. So, he's been in there. He knows what it's like in there. You know what it's like in there. And you must know that you will always come out toward the light. Number 12. And we had the dove today. The dove is relates to the number 12 because it is the Christ energy and is an energy of enlightenment. So know that no matter how hard the journey may feel, no matter how hard it may feel, there is light at the end of that tunnel, always light at the end of the tunnel. And in the crown today, we have Ascended Master Hilarion, healing, health and healing. Again, very powerful healing energy here, helping you to awaken the brow chakra. Just give yourself that space to be able to heal. Trust in the healing process. It might feel difficult. It might feel like it's a hard journey, but it's a healing journey. And everything that feels like is holding you back, or everything that feels like it's a struggle for you, then that is actually what is taking you to the beautiful new future that you have. And remember to keep your day, start your day first thing in the morning. Start your day with positive thoughts. Today is beautiful, joyous, harmonious, remembering all of that kind of thing to lead you through the day, and that leads you forward in general. And so in the Omega today, which is to do with what we are anchoring and what we need to do, because Omega, she helps to bring the gifts through from the Alpha and anchor them into the earth, help you to ground them. So keep your awareness, it's Diana, awareness on focused intention. It says think about what you desire, because that's what you are anchoring right now. Be careful what you wish for. Set your sights high, make it the highest, joyous, most harmonious, loving desires, and expect the best possible outcome, because that's what you're anchoring. Expect the best possible outcome. And in Alpha today, we have Lord Ganesh, infinite abundance of all good things. Obstacles are being removed. Spiritual support and connections are increasing. So again, reminding you to go back to working with the mantras, whether you want to use Ilaha, Ilaha, Ilah, or any other of my mantras that come through, or if you want to work with some other Hindu mantras, Om Mani Padme Hum, or just Om or Om, whatever it is that you wish to work with, or names of God. If you are coming from another lineage, again, maybe you want to work with Allah Akbar, or maybe something else, Alhamdulillah, whatever it is, put the names of God in there and work with that. You can even use any of the Ascended Masters' names. Maybe you want to use Jesus, maybe you want to use Kathumi, or Lord Hilarion, Lord Serapis, El Moria, Mahachohan, Mahatma, anything, those higher essences of the masters, chant them throughout the day. Chant them, remind yourself, whatever the energy is that you're wanting to work with now and that you're wanting to bring forward, work with that, and all obstacles will be removed and you'll move forward into the future. Easy peasy, Donaldson squeezy. And that's it for me today, a short one. And until next week, I look forward to what we have next week, moving forward into November. I will be doing another codes of the temples of Komombo on the 11th of the 11th. And these will be available on my shop when I complete them. And they are to do with bringing balance and harmony and healing the polar opposites. So Komombo is the temple of Horus and Sobek, and Horus represents the higher self and the Christ energy, and Sobek represents the ego. So this temple has both sides, each side of the temple is dedicated, the left is dedicated to Horus and the right is dedicated to Sobek. So we have polar opposites meeting with each other there and working together, becoming friends, because not enemies. So remembering that we all have an ego while we are here on incarnate on earth, and the ego is actually very important. It's what keeps us here, but we want to be removed of and die to the negative ego, but to keep the positive ego, because that's what helps us to achieve our missions and our purpose. So focusing on that, keep your focused intention, and I will see you after the 11th, and we'll see what comes through then. Thank you. Catch you later. Bye.